It's about food security because we're living in a less secure world from a climate perspective. Over 93% of global warming is going into the oceans today. The net result is less and less overturning circulation, particularly in the subtropics. We see this off of Western Australia with decreased kelp forest and decreased seaweeds. The same problem occurs up and down the California coast where we see the kelp forest decreasing. And as a result, we have less fish and less habitat for fish and less food for fish. And so it's about restoring and reversing that process. Now, marine permaculture arrays effectively use wave energy and other renewable energy to restore overturning circulation and restore productivity of the oceans. A marine permaculture array has a large buoy that goes up and down with the waves. Attached to that buoy is a steel cable that goes down several hundred meters to a flapper valve, almost like the flapper valve on a toilet. When it goes up, it brings water up, and when it goes down, the flap valve opens and brings in more water. So we use that wave energy to bring massive amounts of water up a large pipe to within 25 meters of the surface. Near the surface, the water's warm, so we warm up that cold deep water and get it so that it can actually float to the surface. And what we do is we irrigate a square kilometer of kelp forest, and that the nutrients in that water provides food and sustenance to the kelp forest and grows the habitat and the food for forage fish. In the next few months, we plan to deploy the very first marine permaculture array in the Indian Ocean. This is really an exciting moment for us because it enables us to demonstrate how well marine permacultures work at growing seaweed, demonstrate the higher yields, and then ultimately scale to commercial size. And we're thinking and envisioning kilometer-size kelp forests that are floating in the middle of the Indian Ocean. And those floating arrays are self-guiding, they have no nets, they have no moorings, and they require no fish feed because they grow their own fish feed. They're self-sustaining in that sense, and we see that as a key way to bring productivity back to the oceans. Ensuring food security for billions of people in the face of climate disruption is our challenge and our opportunity to economically sustain what we're doing and ultimately get us back to restoring a healthy climate.